Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest. We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it? He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close my ancestors speak, they tell me they're tired of them praying on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep, longing to sing until I surpass peak, until they think we are equal. Please, all I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their palms would bleed, begging that generations remember our story.
How's everybody? Arcana, what's going on, sir? Blessings to you, my man. I hope you're doing good, bro. I just wrapped up like an hour ago. Yeah, like an hour ago. Just finished watching the recap from your show last night. Let me say this, because I typically don't do lengthy comments like that, but I want to say I ain't trying to be Superman either, brother. That's not what this is about at all. I ain't trying to be popular. I ain't really trying to fit in with the wrong people. I ain't really trying to go out of my way to accommodate or, you know, be this controversial entity. And I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you were talking about during that stream, bro. Peace and blessings to the good people. Shout outs to my poets, my writers, my content creators. You know who you are. Sid, Rob, everybody from prior panels. Salutes to you. Wednesday is here. We're about to close out another week if we're given the grace to do so, you know. So I always try to keep that in mind. Just because you woke up today, that does not mean that you're going to wake up tomorrow. Doesn't even mean that you're going to make it through the 24 hours that is given to you right now. That's the truth. We get so comfortable with just automatically assuming that we just are going to wake up. But you don't really have to. God does not really have to do anything. So I want to take these particular moments, appreciate them, and seize them as best as I know how. You see the title. We're going to get into it. I got a video that I got two that I'm going to drop. And a quick announcement. On Saturday, I will be addressing Miss Jade Cargill. Don't know if you're familiar with her. There you go. I will be addressing Miss Cargill. Understand when it's done. I gotta take my time with that. This ain't no different, but I want to actually I this way. She 2-2. I'm gonna say that. She definitely picked the wrong person to respond to. Just because I ain't got a million subscribers and I ain't got hundreds and hundreds of people kissing my butt, that don't mean nothing. The only person I need on my side is God himself. And he will be with me this weekend. I guarantee you that. That's where we separate. That's where we identify who has the right motives and who is clout chasing. This is where we accommodate the haters, we accommodate the fans, we accommodate the lovers of the sport. That's going to be a show, a spectacle. That's going to be my WrestleMania. That's going to be my SummerSlam. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice little talk. So Saturday, 3:15, actually 3:16, in honor of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Be on the lookout. Miss Saweete, we need to have a conversation. I did a reaction to you before. I never did a live stream on it. I figured this would be the perfect time because while I don't really care about what you choose to do with your life or who you give your body to, you're in rotation right now for a lot of reasons. And so I wanted to give my own perspective and 2 cents on it, pay my respects to Kevin Samuels in the process, and acknowledge all of the rumors, how this looks to the community, and maybe we can actually make a difference. I'm not really here to bash you. I'm not really here to disrespect. That's not the mission here. But we need answers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up on the big screen. So my brother here is going to give you a quick little rundown. And then I'm giving you my 2 cents. And then at some point, I'm going to run up with Mr. Samuel's post afterwards. Sound good?
So the streets have been saying that Saweete is selling it, right? Her best friend came out and said that Saweete is selling it. And it's been a topic of conversation for the last few days. And I think one of the main things that people want to know is how much. I'm playing around. All right. What the people really want to know is you take cash, Zelle, Bitcoin, Cash App, Chime, Apple Pay. All right, for real. But this is what happened. Her best friend took to Instagram to say, "Hey, sweetie, I see you playing internet games on Beyonce Internet, child. Let me know how you want to play this. I'm either going to receive my money from you or I can start addressing some of them rumors at TMZ. We spent almost a month in Africa. You should know I wasn't going to let you play with some money. When?" She followed that up with, "I tried to be nice. Nice don't get you nowhere. Cocaine, witchcraft, and liquor is one hell of a mix. Send me my bread." She also stated, "I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit the Chelsea Stadium and support the soccer team as my last post show." She had posted some text messages. "Instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. I was a role manager with her getting her deals. I was so solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple, I want my money." And here's the thread she posted, or the text thread she posted between her and Sancho. This has the internet in a frenzy. It has people talking about who they think selling it, who isn't selling it, how much. let me stop. Yeah, this is crazy. I don't think Saweete said anything about this so far. This is interesting. Yeah, I don't want to talk about anybody's music career and say anybody isn't making any bread through, I don't know, brand deals or through their music and shows and stuff like that and club appearances. I wouldn't know. You feel me? But this is very interesting to see play out in the light. And it's somebody, your friend, if they willing to go to the internet about this over a few dollars, man. How much is she charging if she's willing to expose her like this? Like, it has to be some astronomical amounts. How do you guys feel about this? Let me know in the comments. Till next time about it. Make sure you join the Discord. We talk about music, sports, everything in between.
Okay. Where do we begin? Let's talk about women's music first. The rappers. Her specifically. Are we going to be honest over here on this side of the internet, or are we just lustful after these people, and we hope that they recognize us and you think you're going to get some pussy or something? Because I'm not about to sit up here and sugarcoat nothing. I've never listened to a single song. I heard one in a possible. She's not my cup of tea. I'm a lyricist type of a person. I enjoy substance. I enjoy layers. Like, if you're rapping about something, let there be some level of consciousness to it. I can't get or wrap my mind around anything that is specifically twerk music. Over the last few years, all I hear, and it could just be me, all I hear is music about getting the bag, shaking your ass, finessing niggas, how many cars you got, how good your vagina is, how exceptional your throat is. Gangster this, gangster that. That's all I'm really hearing out of the women that are rapping. I could be wrong. I think there are underground rappers that are extremely talented that don't get the same recognition. And on top of that, they have content. They have context. They have something that substantiates their talents and gifts. They are not one-trick ponies. They can go into various bags. They don't have to talk about what type of booty shorts they got on and how much their Birkin bags and shit cost. That's just me personally. I get tired of it. I'm an 80s baby. I grew up on Lauryn Hill, the Fugees. I grew up on Foxy Brown, The Brat, MC Light. The music was different. I swear it was. Yes, you had sexual innuendo. You did, but it wasn't as intense as it is now. Everything is funneled into one or two different topics. The only reason I'm saying this is because when you give me Saweete on paper, give me something. Give me a song. Give me a song to go back and review. Send me a song of hers that says, oh shit, she is a candidate for top 10, top 5 women rappers. By the way, we did do a stream on that one too. When you think about female rappers, where does she rank at? Where does Saweete rank at on your list? I'm not talking to people who want to fuck her. I'm not talking to people who be beating off to her pictures and shit. I'm not talking to you. You're never going to tell the truth anyway. I'm talking to folks that are unbiased. You're neutral. You just want good content, period. Name me one song that's going to make me buy an album or make me stream all of her shit. Give me something that rivals Lil Kim. Give me something that rivals The Brat, that rivals Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott. Name me one song. Can she do a versus against any of these people? I really want to know. I asked that question because this woman, just like a lot of them, you get idolized and worshipped based on your looks. You're fairly attractive. Kevin Samuels saw you as a solid 6. I'm gonna play that here in a second. We be gassing people up way too much. You are a decently attractive woman, but as far as your material, it ain't it. Oh, you hating. You just hating on her. You don't like women. You sassy. Is that what that is? Is it? I thought I was just being fair and honest. Like, you can say my music is trash. Shit, you can say I'm trash. People got their own taste. You like what you like. There's no harm in that. Why would I get offended by that? Her music is not for me. When I listen or I observe individuals of her nature, all I think about is OnlyFans, hedonism, one night stands. One of my issues with today's music is that it does not promote anything healthy. it doesn't uplift you in the ways that it's supposed to. This is ladies' night, and I'm feeling right. Y'all remember, y'all too young for that shit. Salt and pepper. Come on. Does 20 years from now, does her music still get played on the radio? 20 years from now, does Saweete's music get played in your car, in your earbuds, on your devices? No, it does not. Not mine. And I think a lot of people, they know the truth, and it's a reflection on the level of success that you get, even if the machine is trying to push you to be more than what you really are. Let's see, the reason why we are here is because apparently, allegedly, she's not really good at doing business. And I don't know if she's not really good at doing business because she has the money and she just shits on the people that is looking out for her, or she's just not good at business because she's just not good at business because she does not have the level of support that she thinks she does from the viewership. Everybody ain't listening to that shit all the day. Nobody, I'm not getting excited for a Saweetie album. I'm not getting excited for a Cardi B album, but that's just me personally. Because, like, as far as I'm concerned, if all you can rap about is pussy, dick, money, jealousy, you don't have nothing else that you can go to. There's nothing else in your repertoire that you can extract and pull out that's going to gravitate towards the audience. You don't have nothing else that you can talk about. These are the only things that you can key in on. Yeah, you're not versatile to me. And people like her, Sexy Red, Ice Spice, they're all in the same category. You can catch a beat, okay. You can string words together, okay. But just because you can string words together, that does not mean that that shit is hitting on anything. That doesn't matter in the industry. In the industry, as long as you have the body and the face, you can do whatever. Yeah. You can get away with just about anything. When have you ever really seen Hollywood or the higher ups push an ugly, unattractive person by societal standards? You rarely ever see that. Precious was one of the biggest movies when it came out, but you don't see her as nowhere. Industry plants. The goal is to make money. I don't give a fuck how you make the money, as long as you bring me in revenue, I can use you. They don't give a fuck about you. And she's one of them. You in shape, You know how to shake your ass, and stereotypically, this is what fits within the culture that you come from. All they do is play off of the negative stereotypes that we consistently hold up over our heads and champion for, and then they monetize off of it. She just play her role. As far as being a great rapper, nah. So whatever bad deal allegedly is going on here, first of all, for you to rap about how much money you get and how many niggas want you and how often you get on an airplane and go from here to here, you should not be doing bad business with nobody if you got that type of bread. How are you cheapening and running out on the plug? I thought that was your friend, your homie. You know, if nothing ever came out of this right here, I would like to at least be remembered for being solid on business with people. If I ever said I was going to do something for you, if we ever had verbal contracts, if we've ever networked at all, I want to be remembered for always being consistent. At least say I never ran out on you. I always told you I was going to do something and I did it. Whether it was financially or it was morally. I do not want that stain on me. I would rather be a solid broke person than a rich what if person. You're a millionaire. You got all this money. You telling me that if this is true, and you going to Saudi Arabia, and you all around the world walking the red carpets, you sitting up here talking to Chris Tucker and Chris Brown, and you fucking all of these different rappers and shit, which is absolutely disgusting, by the way. But if you doing all of that, you're telling me you can't afford. You can't. I'm on the live. I hit you back. You can't afford to pay your peoples off. Really? Really? Mind you, this is somebody that has been with you. Like, I don't know about the rest of you. My circle is small. I'm on a live. I will call you back. I can't stand it. I can't stand that right there. The fuck are you calling me for? I just told you I was streaming. Shit is annoying as fuck. If I'm traveling with anybody, you're not going to be a stranger, my nigga. You're not going to be some random person that emailed me on Instagram and then decided that you wanted to befriend me and shit. You know what time period we're in? There's no fucking way in the world I'm about to just have anybody around me. I barely even trust myself. Why the hell would I want to have a stranger around me? No, whoever's going to be in my circle, I've known you for years. And even with you motherfuckers are the sneakiest and the most shady people in the fucking world. Because you're the ones that know the ins and outs. You know how to pick and prod, and you have the greatest seats in the entire stadium. So for Saweete to have a woman like that around her, you know she knows your dirt. She's been with you on all your missions, all of them. Which is one of the reasons why I would never want to work with none of these people. Casanai, you done fucked yourself over, sir. You would have been better off staying in the lane that you was in, my nigga. You should have never switched over and started fucking around with these people. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, in another couple years, you're gonna be in the same boat with the rest of them. Because y'all be having to do shit for that success or to maintain it. I'd be damned. I'd be damned if I worked all these years and worked that hard, and then people who never paid me any attention decided that this is the perfect time to capitalize off of them and bring in extra income for myself. Let me go ahead and say something to them now. You didn't say shit to me before. Why are you saying something to me now? Hell no. Saweete, you hanging around people that know all your dirt. Cocaine, sleeping with married men. You really moving like that out here? Are you? It wouldn't be off the table. I wouldn't be surprised at it.
30, 40 years old, still smoking weed. Do cocaine, nigga. Up the drug.
Get into Hollywood. Go ahead. Go ahead and sign that dotted line. Go ahead and start hanging out with some of these people. Y'all think, like, y'all swear up and down that these motherfuckers are innocent. They don't do drugs and suck dick and fuck men and all that weird shit. These niggas be having butt plugs up their ass and having human centipede parties and all type of shit. Y'all out here lusting and desiring and crashing out over these people. Fuck that.
The fool. Why I gotta be the fool?
Ain't no way in the world my gifts and my talents will take me further than selling my body or my soul for it. I won't do it. For people like Ice Spice and Saweete that are so desperate and so I need to be famous, I need to be successful. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do? You're gonna regret that shit if you're not already regretting it, because it seemed like the tables are turning and shit is starting to crumble on a lot of y'all. Because at the beginning, that shit seemed like it's all fun and games, and you get to do the things that the normal people don't get to do. You get to go places and shake hands with people that you don't normally. Cool. Everything always seemed sweet at the beginning until Satan cashes in on his investments.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
As soon as you get out of the deal what you sold your soul for, you get what you want, that's when Satan come, and he wants exactly what was promised to him. I'm not jealous, nor am I envious of not a single soul. I see what it do to people. I see how it changes folks. I could never in a million years be envious of that. Just because we don't see what happens, just because we only are allowed specific portions of your life, that does not mean that there aren't other things going on that have you mesmerized, that have you depressed, that has you miserable, that has you ready to kill yourself. Y'all come up here, you got your lips filled in, you got your butt lift, you got the hair fake, you're doing all these collaborations, you're doing this, doing that. But as soon as you go home, you sad as fuck. You ready to crash out. Because the producer want this. Because the musician wants this. Because your lawyers want this. Because your friends want this. Because this person wants that. And you ain't got no other choice but to give it up. Because you signed on the dotted line. You can't fool me with this. You can't fool me with that blue check. That blue check don't mean nothing. Them fancy clothes don't mean shit either, because a lot of that shit is just fabric that is used on the same shit that costs less. They just put their name on it and charge you ridiculous amounts of money for it. And y'all think that there's value within that. Interesting. Very interesting. I want to play this Kevin Samuels clip because love him or hate him, he was very blunt and very honest about what he said. And it's weird that you hear it from a person who has been gone for what, 3-4 years or so. But everything that he said still translate right now. Hold on a minute.
So
tap in, especially when that chick was doing their hair. I would play it, except I get a copyright. I mean, she's cute, heavily made up, you know, those long eyelashes, lots of makeup, but she's cute. But I'm gonna just say it, in no stretch of the imagination could I imagine a woman along the lines of her looks being with the richest successful man outside the black community. Talk about she need a Birkin bag. This shit only flies in our culture, to where you can have women who are sixes, adjustable sixes at best, thinking and talking and acting as if they are entitled to mad craziness. And my question is, ladies, tap.
You know what he's really referring to, right? It's the attitude. Hold on, let me get this right. The attitude. It's the level of entitlement. It's how you value yourself as a woman in general. It's how you value men in general. The culture will tell you that shaking your ass and being nude in front of millions of people every day while they comment underneath your post gives you some sense of power or a boost of confidence and adrenaline, while it really just debilitates you and makes you more of a piece of shit. It makes you arrogant. It makes you non-negotiable. It makes it harder for people to talk to you. It makes it harder for people to like you. It makes it harder for people to love you. and to take you serious because you're so enthralled by the idea of everybody looking up to you and admiring you as if you are above and beyond everybody else that you don't know how to come down to earth with the rest of the kinfolk. You're not us no more. You're in outer space. You are a deity. You are a god. You essentially give us life, breath, air. Without you, there is no existence to the world. That's how you treat us. That's how these celebrities walk around and act. All of them. And then for whatever reason, the people, right? I scroll up and down the comment section in the timeline, and I see y'all fighting and arguing and competing. You're competing and you're going back and forth, trying to get this person's attention. That's why I ask the questions I ask, because I really want to know, how do you feel when they don't interact with you? How do you feel when these content creators see nothing? Essentially, they're not even monitoring their own pages. They have assistants and shit that do it. They have people who monitor their pages. How does it feel? Rest in peace to D'Angelo. Knowing that your comments, they're just wasting away. Y'all arguing and debating and fanning over a person who don't even respect you enough to even come in and from time to time and say, hey, thank you for your support. Thank you for your like. Thank you for your post. Thank you for your share. All the while, you want to demonize and criminalize a nigga who is doing everything on his own from scratch, and he gets his shit out the mud, and they on their own pins and needles. They independent. They doing all this shit from ground up. Y'all don't have the same level of respect for them. You expect them to respond to you or acknowledge you and everything that you're going on, but you don't have the same respect for them. Saweete is a well, let me rephrase it. In my assumption, not my cup of tea. She's not a role model. She's not a role model for women. She's not a role model for children. And her content is subpar. We can agree to disagree. I have no problem with that. That's just how it is.
Well, again, we hope it gets a little bit more competitive because like a girls trip to Cancun right now, there's no game.
What do you really think the lifestyle of the rich and famous really is? You bring a woman along with you to do whatever it is that you do. You, me, and the rest of the group know when we were younger, or even now, you give us money, give us opportunity and space and freedom, and then access to unlimited resources. Our flesh, coupled with the opportunities, will allow us to go to places that you can't even imagine. These niggas is up here shooting up, smoking crack. All that. Because they got the money to do it. All the dark fantasies that you think of, they're doing it. Saweete signed up for some shit that I don't think she honestly prepared for. I think a lot of them do. Really. Hell, I look at that shit like this too. You telling me my life will be completely changed from this point on? I can move out of a poverty-stricken neighborhood. I don't ever have to worry about bills again. I don't have to stress no more. I can actually get the proper care required. I can have what I want. When I don't have to be the person that is struggling anymore. You're telling me all I got to do is this right here, and right, the money is right here in my, oh shit, yeah, there's a lot of people that's going to take that. But until you understand the greed, the egos, the jealousy, the competitiveness that come with the shit, maintaining, performing, pretending, the leeching, the babysitting, having to pay people back. Oh, you can do this. I can give you all that, but you know you're gonna have to. Yeah, it's gonna be a time and a place where I'm gonna need you to. Yeah, yeah. 5 years go by. You think you good? You just making money, and you being a sex symbol and all that shit. As soon as that 5th year go by, you get that phone call from Hajib or Bababa. And as soon as Hababa hits you up, and he's like, I need to make it there, but the bus ticket is there. As soon as they say that any of that shit, you know it's a wrap. Go ahead and assume the position. I don't want to hear nothing. You signed up for this. No, I'm good. I don't. That's damn near everybody. So I wouldn't be surprised if she out here really doing that type of shit. You fucking around with people's husbands. You fucking with married men. You fucking with you out here escorting, my nigga. I mean, is it no different than what we see on a regular basis with modern women who require dudes to spend on the first 20 dates before they do anything? It ain't. No difference whatsoever. And y'all try to paint this narrative that this shit is honorable, that is biblical. No, nigga, you are living the lifestyle of a sinner. You're living the lifestyle of someone who is reprobate, that does not want laws or want rules. You want to live the way that you want to live. You want the Sodom and Gomorrah lifestyle. That's why I could never be envious of anybody, because I know feeling that the way that you got there is not pretty. In fact, I believe that shit is ugly. You probably had to close your eyes for some of the shit that you had to do with these men and these women out here. Y'all get up on these podcasts and on these platforms, and y'all be acting cocky as fuck, making all these jokes, and everybody be laughing with you. I'm sitting back thinking to myself, man, you done sucked like 20 dicks. You done got bent over, got nutted on and all type of shit. You nasty, freaky ass nigga. You freaky ass, nasty ass female. Y'all niggas is dirty as shit for real, for real. Coming up here trying to flaunt your wealth, flaunt your success and fame as if you really did that shit off the merits of being a real neutral, righteous person. No, fuck you didn't. Nothing about this shit is right whatsoever. Why would I be jealous of that? So, sweetie, you allegedly out here practicing witchcraft and shit. Witchcraft, coke, and husbands. You need to put that on a t-shirt or something. And you got a girl around you that pretty much want hush money, and you ducking and dodging and diving. You avoiding her at all costs, not paying her. Or is any of this inaccurate? Even though we like, what's up? I personally don't care. Either way, this is the shit that you signed up for. You wanted the public lifestyle, the success and fame, but you weren't willing to obtain it the way that it should have been handled. So yeah, this is the shit that come with that. It ain't no different than a regular person out here trying to make it, doing business with somebody and they do them wrong. But even consider the fact that you might be just sleeping around with somebody else's spouse, that's dirty. That's dirty as shit. You don't even respect your own body. You don't respect yourself. Your lyrics is I don't know how y'all really be rocking with that type of shit. But once upon a time, I was there too. I didn't mind it. I didn't really care until I realized that the objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. How do you do it? How do you look yourself in the mirror every day? The prettiest and the most attractive people can have the darkest secrets and the ugliest hearts. As time progresses, a lot of you are going to become more and more disappointed in the people that you listen to. And you're going to be a lot more disappointed. Because what's happening, you're finding out that they're just human beings like the rest of us. There's no honor amongst thieves. And it doesn't matter how much money you got. If you got there the wrong way, it's going to be written all over your body. How you deal with people. She's no exception. I would say I feel sorry for her, but I really don't. You can't love yourself spreading your soul thin like that. You can't love yourself cheating on your boyfriends and girlfriends. You can't love yourself just giving yourself away freely like that, just for $1. And just so you can have people cheering you on and off. Nah. You out here in other countries giving your body away so that you can continue to afford your lifestyle, allegedly. You think a man is going to want to marry you or take you serious? Okay. Good luck with that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you decide that this is a career that you want, do it your way. Do it with the people who love you, that tell you the truth, that don't suck up to you and kiss your ass. Like if they tell you it's garbage, they say it with love. If they tell you to start over, they're saying it with love. Use discernment, read contracts, be professional. Don't sell your soul. Take the long route. Don't speed. Don't rush through it. Take the scenic route. There's nothing wrong with taking the scenic route. You see a lot more on the long drive than you do taking the plane. I need to see everybody's characteristics. I need to see what I need to stay away from. I need to know what I need not to invest in. I need to see what I need to pour into or what I'm not, no. Did she do what they saying she did? I don't know. I don't want to be remembered for that. I would rather do this shit on my own. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. I had to get those bars off. Rest in peace, Kevin Sanders. Rest in peace to D'Angelo too, man. Legend in the making. He didn't get his flowers enough. And he was battling this whole thing without telling the public anything. You will be missed, brother. I hope and pray you made it right. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Shout outs to Arcana. Shout outs to Sid, Rob, all of y'all, man. Blessings to you all. I'm about to get back in this laboratory and get some more recording done. But I'm about to get out of here. I will see you guys later on. Sydney is on her tonight. Should be a good one. Y'all be easy. You know how to reach me if you need to. Peace.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close I hide my